What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another episode of the Arsenal Evo RTG with Team of the Season warm-up in full swing. Not really full swing, it's a bit poor. But Team of the Season likely coming actually this coming Friday. It's going to be a bit of a different week for content this week, at least from what I'm going to be creating. We're going to be trying our best to just save and hoard as much packs as possible, because even though there is a best of Team of the Week in packs right now, I just don't think they're going to be worthwhile opening. So I'll be opening a lot of smaller packs. And I'm very, very, very tempted, guys, to build the 77 plus upgrades. I'm going to go through those in a moment. But first, we're going to start with the 1 of 3 88 plus Thunderstruck Winter Wildcard Team of the Year FS icon. Of course, there are two particular icons that I am very, very hungry for. One of those is Team of the Year Patrick Vieira. The other is Team of the Year Petr Cech. But also, there's a few other Arsenal icons that are available. Petr Cech is pretty common out of these. So it would be nice if we could start with him. We can't start with him. We get Dennis Bergkamp again. I'm not going to take him on this occasion. We're going to take the 91 Alan Shearer for just some fodder to pop in there. And I'm going to show you where we're at with everything at the moment. So in terms of the store, I've got a few like small packs that I will open, you know, like small prime gold, like basically the prime stuff. I might turn to League SBCs right now. You know, it could be very, very handy to grind League SBCs, to get fodder in, to grind the 77 plus packs. But I might, here's a double might for you guys. I might rip open the, I might rip open the 77 plus packs as I go, because you trade in 5 commons for 277 plus rares. If it transpires that you get more back in terms of tradable, more back in terms of exchangeable fodder than it costs to make the packs, it might be worth it. So I might do an experiment tomorrow of building like 50 of those and going from there. Now then, what we have done so far, we've got ourselves up to this level. It's either the Ultimate Birthday 88 plus pack or the 85 by 10. We're going to be taking that 85 by 10 and just another pack saved. Another good set of fodder there. I'll show you what I completed when we look at the team. And then we're on to the warm-up and win as well. Of course, I will save these heroes for now. And then once we've got all 5 of them, we'll play with them for the 3 games to get the final packs there as well. Hopefully we get some like more warm-up content. In terms of the evolutions, we have nearly finished Pelova now. I just need to play one more Rivals of Champs games with her, and then she'll be 88 rated with reasonable stats, 5-star, 5-star, 4-star, good dribbling, good pace, reasonable passing, nice play styles, but not a great card, of course, let's be real. But I just need to play one more with her. But we have finished Mohamed El Neni, so we can claim him. He becomes a 90 rated absolute waste of space. It might be the worst 90 rated card you have ever seen. And then I've got 5 hours, as you can see. By the time you're watching this video, Pelova will actually be finished. And then I've got 1 day, 5 hours to finish. I just need to play 5 squad battles. I just need to win 5 squad battles games with him. But I will put him into the actual champs proper team, and we'll see if we can get ourselves some wins with him there before I end up having to play FUT champs. That leaves us with 6 days on Tomiyasu and Cedric, and plenty of time on Cole and Timber, in spite of the fact that they're probably the 2 that I want to upgrade the most, because they're the 2 that become the nicest and actual usable for us very, very quickly on. So I completed, and you're going to see the gameplay for it shortly, but I completed Kolo Muani. This Kolo Muani is brilliant. As I say, we're going to see the gameplay shortly. This was effectively the team that I used for qualifiers. Sometimes I had El Neni in here. Sometimes I had Pelova in here. It was just dependent on who I had to evo at the time. But we played with Ederson in goal. For me, I know, like, I really want Cech because I'd like to put Cech in there for the Arsenal side of things. But for me, Ederson has been the best goalkeeper I've had this whole year. Cafu, I didn't like him when I first got hold of him. He's amazing. He is so good in this game. Really nice to have him. I know he's not an Arsenal player. I know we have got some Arsenal right backs. Hopefully a Ben White team of the season will be going there pretty soon. Desai is very good. I like him a lot. He will be replaced once we get that Yuri and Timber inbound. And then we've got Kivior, Saliba and Cole, all Arsenal past and present, of course. Still got this Ginola card. Like, again, he's a weird one for me because I didn't really get on with him for the first 10 or 15 games, but it's actually amazing. Like, I really, really like him. Maybe playing him in at cam has been the reason why I've started to like him, but he's unbelievable. He does get subbed out a lot. Like, I use the bench a lot. I really like bringing these cards on. And then Pullover's in there as well. Thomas Rosicky is brilliant. I really, really, really like this Evo card. Sorry, this Golasso card. 4-star, 5-star, 3 goals, 3 assists in 11 games. I had another one, and I got this one as a duplicate. I accidentally put the duplicate in the exchange rather than this one. But for me, I don't know what it is about this card, but he's absolutely amazing. He just suits the way I play so well. I really like him. So if we ever can get an Evo on him up to a 94 or 95 or something, he is definitely somebody that could be in my team for a real long time. And like I say, this Kolo Muani, spoiler alert, because you're going to see the goals and games now anyway, but 12 goals, 1 assist in 7 games. I was surprised at how good he was. He's got weird play styles, power shot plus, aerial plus, but doesn't have power header. Whipped pass and ping pass on a striker is very weird. Anticipate on a striker is very weird. He's got finesse shot, technical, and quick step. First touch and press proven. And whatever this combination has done to him, he was ridiculously good. I really liked him. And then Drogba, guys. I haven't used every meta striker in the game. I haven't used every best player in the game. But this Didier Drogba, for me, is the best striker I've used this year in the game. 43 goals and 19 assists in his 31 games that he's played so far. I've got the engine chem style on him because his shooting is absolutely incredible already. And yeah, I mean, aerial plus, power shot plus, power header, finesse shot, press proven, relentless, which I think is one of the biggest things for him. He just does not tire. Quick step and rapid and first touch. It is just an amazing card for me personally. So this is the team that we end up playing our 10 qualifiers games with. I'm going to go into the qualifiers now, and then, yeah, we'll probably come out afterwards with that to look at what 6 p.m. content comes for today. So, that being said, let's get into the game. All right, guys, as we go into some gameplay, we have got a bumper episode of gameplay because I was playing qualifiers. I was also trying to complete Kolo Muani. We spent the first 3 or 4 games completing him and doing some Evo stuff. And then the second half of the qualifiers to get Kolo Muani into the team and try him out. And generally speaking, guys, really, really happy with how I'm playing the game at the moment, which is nice. You know, we seem to go through massive like waves of highs and lows just playing this game, and it's always a bit strange. But I'll tell you what, I am massively, massively looking forwards to Team of the Season. The Team of the Season live items are coming. It has been confirmed that Kai Havertz is going to be one of the live cards, which is obviously amazing. The issue with that is I've already got 2 good Havertz cards. You know, this Evo card we've been working on since day 1 and the left back one as well. So unless it's like a banger card with banger play styles, it's going to be a bit frustrating just having like a 3rd version of a guy. But we'll still be picking him up, of course. To go through the comments from the RTG a couple of days ago now, actually. We had a day without the RTG, and obviously you're probably wondering why we're playing Champs qualifiers on a Sunday. I actually played these on Friday. My wife's been just out of action the last couple of days, so I've been doing all the daddy duties as well. So I actually don't even know if I'm going to have time to finish my Champs games or if I'm going to be able to play them intensely. Currently 4-0 in Champs. I think I'm just going to kind of play as casual as possible to get to that 11-win rank, and just throw some games if they're a bit stressy. And that will leave me needing, I think, 12 wins next week, or maybe even 14 next week to get the premium red Evo thing. But who cares about that premium red Evo anyway? NepentheZ fan says, hello NepentheZ. Have you ever wondered about playing Football Manager 24? I thought you will enjoy it because you're very intelligent. Thank you very much. And like the tactics side of FIFA, love from Italy. Keep the videos up. So I am a massive, massive Football Manager / old style Championship Manager fan. I played that game an insane amount more than I ever played like FIFA or PES back in the day, or International Superstar Soccer or anything like that. Like, I absolutely love Football Manager. What I used to really like about Football Manager was the simplicity of it with the added option of depth, right? You could just be real basic, set up a tactic, set up a team, set up a formation, I really like the scouting of players, and I really like the development of players when it comes to Football Manager. You know, I really like. I've run a few saves over the years, and we are going back many years, where the saves that I would run would be youth players only. So, you know, I'd have to play with specifically players that are generated through the youth system. And it's a lot more fun than it sounds, actually, like when you start with a really low rated team. Because I like to start with like one of the worst teams in the league. I always go like English leagues to the bottom tier that it enables, and then do a kind of like youth only, upgrade the youth academy and stuff as we go, and hopefully end up with a team that can get into the Premier League. And as I say, I really liked the ability to have massive simplicity and the option of having depth. The problem that I have right now with Football Manager, and why I haven't really played it much over the last few years, is because the simplicity side seemingly has gone. It seems to be a game that requires an intense amount of micromanaging. And when I spoke about this like last year and the year before for FM, a lot of people said, oh, they've got like a streamlined mode, or there's like, you know, you don't have to, you can just set the coaches to do it. But even then, it's like at that point, you feel like you're missing out on like playing the game because there's so much available. And as I say, like I do like to micromanage it. And so then the question just becomes a question of time, man. And, you know, it used to be a lot easier for me prior FIFA 17 specifically, but all the way up to about FIFA 22, FIFA 23, when the objectives and stuff came a bit more heavy. It used to be a lot easier for me to create FIFA content in a shorter amount of time. You know, like there wasn't a lot to do on a day-to-day or week-to-week basis. But the way EA have conditioned this game, especially over the last 2 years, where everything's about logging in daily. You know, I used to be able to sit there and do draft for a week in a day. I used to be able to sit there and do like a couple of squad builders, some other stuff, build some packs, have some fun, and then play champs on a weekend, no problem at all, and didn't really have to commit too much time to the game beyond that. But now it's like you've got to log on every day, get your 3 games done. You've got to get your 8 rivals wins now. You've got to get your 10 champs qualifiers games, your 20 champs games, and you're looking at 40 games a week just through that. And then if you've already done those in one day and you've still got the 3 daily play games, that's another like 10, 15 games on top. Then you're trying to do Evos, which has been a massive part of it as well. You know, we've played so many games because of Evos. We're adding another 10, 20, 30 games on. Then there's some specific explicit objective cards that require like certain things, you know, like literally like the playing with the cards to get the Kolo Muani. And before you know it, you could be looking at like 60, 70 games a week of FC24. And then the other daily grind, because everything's daily. The 83 by 10s are daily. The 82 by 11 is daily. And I actually think I missed the 82 by 11 on one day already. And all of a sudden, the amount of time that's left for playing other games, it just diminishes and diminishes and diminishes. And so, yeah, it's like I love Football Manager, but I just love playing it intensely. And at this moment in time, I just don't have time to play it intensely. Also, like I know Football Manager is kind of having a big resurgence on social media and stuff. And I'm not a huge fan of like just jumping on a trend just because. Like I don't want to start playing Football Managers just because it's popular to play Football Manager again. Even though it never was not popular, but you know what I mean? Within the FIFA community and FIFA content creators, it's become massively more popular again. And so I don't want to not play it. I don't want to play it just because it's become popular. I would want to play it because I would want to play it. And so we'll see what the next few months bring. But honestly, I wouldn't hold your breath for some content from me. Shaka Lua 6866 says Robbie Keane and Vialli make up my forward line and they are brilliant, complement each other really well. That's one thing that I don't like about, like, I really like Kolo Muani and Didier Drogba together, but they're kind of two big men. Not big men, but big men. I really like this Didier Drogba card. He might be my favorite card in the game so far. Like, he is one of the single most clinical finishers I've ever played with on this game. Look at that big header that he's won there. What I liked, like, I really liked Kolo Muani as well. He scored some banging goals for me. But I really enjoyed the gameplay a lot more, and I have been enjoying it a lot more in actual Champs proper with Trossard next to him, the new Trossard that you'll see me complete later on. But also the Eddie Nketiah that I've got, the 5-star finesse shot plus. Having like the big man and somebody then with skill moves and stuff, they complement each other so well, exactly as you say. And I didn't personally like Vialli. I haven't used Keane yet. I didn't like Vialli. But one thing that I think we don't do in this game enough that I want to experiment with massively during Team of the Season is, and it's because of, triple playstyle pluses. What a lucky goal that was from me. But one of the things we don't do enough is experiment with different partnership types, not even necessarily just up front, but having somebody at the back that's got block plus and somebody that's got intercept plus, having somebody at the back that's got jockey plus and somebody else that's got anticipate plus. What a goal that is from Colomwani. So, I think experimenting like that could be really good. And in fact, one of the things that I changed in my team here, which you just saw the benefits of actually, and I know it's cheap and I know it's sweaty, right? But hey, I'm still going to do it, right? But the Jakob Kivior having long ball plus is so instrumental to how I play this game, because the ball out wide to Cafu, bearing in mind I'm in 3-5-2 as well, guys. It's not like I'm in a 5-back or anything like that. I'm in 3-5-2. Cafu's so good on that right-hand side. But Jakob Kivior whipping that ball out to Cafu is massive. I did start Cafu, when I started the 3-5-2, I started Cafu as the centre mid, and I had Rosicki out wide. And I very quickly had to quash that because, long ball pass plus out wide to somebody with whip pass plus, whipping it into somebody that has aerial plus. It's a really good combination. But of course, that's only 3 players. And although you'll see it a lot in some of these games, especially as we go up through the kind of win ranks, because it gets harder and harder the further you go, you come up against better and better players. Although you see that a lot more in the tougher games, it's because it's just a really nice outlet. It's a really good outball. What it got me to thinking, and again, going to the point that Shaka makes of like a great combination of players that complement each other well, is that's a combination of 3 players where I've got 10 outfielders. So we've got one centre back with long ball pass plus to a winger with whip pass plus to a striker with aerial plus. But what about the rest of the team? We can then start to build other kind of combinations of players in the other areas. Like how about the right centre back having ping pass plus, allowing that ability of the ball being pinged into the centre of the park, having somebody in the middle of the park having, I don't know, like long ball pass plus again, or something along those lines that can flip the ball out to the wing, having somebody out on the wing with technical or quick step and rapid plus together as a combination to burst down the left hand side. And so then you can start kind of building strategies within your whole team. I'm really excited to kind of like try and experiment that. And by looks of things, by the way the market is right now, and by how easy it is to pack cards and stuff, I'm hoping that our clubs will be absolutely flooded full of Team of the Season cards. And I've thoroughly enjoyed playing with multiple different cards this year. We still kept us, at least for the last couple of months, we kept a massive kind of a core of the Arsenal players the whole time, which is really, really good because, okay, not every player in the team is Arsenal anymore. But, for example, we've got Marcel Desailly at centre-back at the moment because we packed him. I wanted to try him. He is brilliant. But as soon as we finished evoing Kai Havertz, we're going to be putting Yuri and Timber into the centre-back role. We're going to be putting that backline to front line on him. And then all of a sudden, we're going to have Yuri and Timber as like the new player that's an Arsenal player. So it's like every time we pack a fun player, we get to use them whilst we're building up the Arsenal players. And I would like to hope that eventually it will become a kind of like full Arsenal setup, especially if we're going to get some Team of the Season cards, some Team of the Season live cards, maybe some more SBCs. This Trossard card, should Arsenal beat Bayern, Trossard will get up to a 91, and then we'll evo him up to a 92, or maybe, yeah, something like that. And he'll just be bonkers good. He'll be crazy good. And it'll be a card where it's like, okay, this is now a card that we can use until we either pack some crazy Team of the Season striker that's like 97 rated or something, or some mad SBC that comes out that we could put into the team, or alternatively, until we get a really cool evo that allows us to build up another Arsenal player to put into the same gap, right? The next comment we've got is from Dan. He says, I recently started watching back my games and I've gone from Div 5 battling for wins to Div 2 and I haven't lost since I got there. Took some time to just readjust the way I play, but it helps so much. It really does, mate. It really does. Jake says, I think it might be Domestic Man of the Match instead of Team of the Week. Just a thought, though, as they did it last year. But they obviously, this is the, referring how this is the last Team of the Week. I remember them stopping Team of the Week last year, but I feel like it was like way deeper down the game cycle. Way deeper. We've got Will Edwards says, Henep, in your first Rivals game, Crouch was volleying everything. How did you do it? So one of the beautiful things with Peter Crouch is he has got Acrobatic Plus, and Acrobatic Plus makes volleys insanely more accurate. And that's not just shots, passes and crosses too. So if you've got a winger with Acrobatic Plus, which I really liked with Ludovic Juli, popping the ball up to yourself and then hitting a cross is just way more accurate. So if you've then, again, talking about combinations of players, if you've then also got like an aerial plus player up front, you can hit that. You could even do something like crazy, like a long ball ping pass out wide directly into a cross off the jump and then into a finish. And one of the things I was experimenting with on squad battles, because I did a few squad battles games to get some goals or assists on Palova when we was doing her and El Neni doing him. And I also did 2 squad battles games on Kai Havertz just to finish him off, because I literally had run out of time. I had like 8 hours left to get 2 wins on him. And I knew I wouldn't have time to actually play champs, so I just like scored some goals and put my pad down. But one of the things I was doing whilst I was experimenting is just hitting first-time crosses with Cafu's whip pass plus for no reason, just in the final third area. So, like, for example, see where Colin Moani was there. I was doing things like doing a driven pass out wide to Cafu and then just immediately hitting cross. And I could not believe how accurate the first-time whip pass crosses were. I was like, I'm not even like, okay, it was against squad battle, so it's not the same as online. I completely understand that. But one of the things that was absolutely mind-blowing to me was the fact that even if it didn't feel like there was a player in a good area for a cross, the cross would just drop to somebody like in or around the box. And it's like, yeah, okay, I need to try that in regular play. You know, I need to take that into the proper online games in Rivals and Champs and actually just attempt a few, like, you know, getting a ping pass plus midfielder, building up the play nice and slow because I'm on slow build up, getting my team up in that final third, slamming a ball out to Cafu and just immediately crossing it before he even touches it. Don't let him take a touch, just immediately cross it, just to see what happens. And if it's terrible, it's terrible. But if it works out really well, great. Now, that guy that just quit, obviously it's painful. He could have given me the win. Would have been nice. However, I wasn't overly fussed because one of the things that I needed to do with whoever it was I was evoing at this moment in time was just play games, not win games. And so, yeah, I was like, well, fair enough. I'll get kind of like a cheap free game done there, which is nice. We've then got Neil Quincy says, Nep, I'm a Div 3 player and I seem to experience a back and forth in losing or winning. I either lose a lot or I win a lot. Have you experienced that? Yeah, I think some of that comes down to mentality sometimes as well, mate, right? Like, it's so easy to get caught up emotionally in this game. Honestly, I'm so, like, jealous of people that can just not be emotionally entangled in this game. Like, I don't know what you guys are like, but this game can genuinely just, like, change my mood, whether I'm winning or losing. And it's one of those kind of scientific facts. I can't remember exactly of it now, but when you're playing angry or whatever, you make, like, bad decisions, bad choices. It impacts your prefrontal cortex or something of the sorts, and it just makes you make rash, silly decisions. And so even if you're not like irate, smash, what a goal that is from Drogba, by the way, what a goal. Even if you're not like irate, smashing your controller and throwing your chair around your room angry, even if you're just flustered or frustrated whilst playing this game, even in Rivals where it doesn't really matter much, it can still just impact you. And one of the things that I keep telling myself, and it's one of those things that I really need to get into muscle memory, and this is one of the things going back to that conversation I had with Japes, that Japes said to me, is like, why don't you change your second man press and tackle button around? Because then it will force that reset of muscle memory. Because at the moment, I just naturally press R1 all the time to bring a second man in, even when I don't want to, and have to like coach myself into not doing it. But one of the things that like really, really helps me, and listen, it doesn't work all the time. As I said, I get as frustrated as anyone at this game. But one of the things that does really, really help me is just telling myself simple things, man. Simple things. Just get back to the simple things. Get back to the LBRB passes. Get back to the, the 1-2s. Get back to defending smartly. Get back to just, winning the ball back in good areas. Get back to high percentage shot types and high percentage pass types. Get back to doing the things that are broken in this game. Get back to the step over speed boost. Get back to giving the ball to Kivior. Like one of these games, I was actually struggling real bad, and I was like, you know what? I'm stressing. I'm getting really I'm rushing my passes. I was rushing my play. I was like, let me not do this. I just played the ball backwards, two passes across to Kivior. I pinged it out wide to Cafu, whipped it in with Cafu, scored a goal, and I was like, how simple was that? And it all came from me just being like, settle down. And so when I'm playing good and when I'm feeling good in this game, when I feel confident in this game, it also shows in how I play the game. What a finish that is from Drogba again, by the way. I should have squared that, but that is a banging finish. It shows in how I play the game. You know, when I feel good, I'm just like, whatever, man. I'll just, you know, is great. And when you're playing with confidence and everything's working out well and you've kind of got a strategy that's doing really well and you start picking up wins, what a goal, by the way. Oh, honestly, what a goal. It's just a lot more enjoyable. So there you go, guys. I did manage to go 10-0 in qualifiers. It's only, I think, the third time we've done it this time around. We're not going to have qualifier rewards, but we are going to go back into the account and complete Leandro Trossard. All right, guys. Well, even though the content you're probably going to see this on Sunday. I didn't manage to get it out on Saturday. Had a lot going on this weekend, looking after the kids and stuff. But EA released a little bit more upgrades and things like that. Nothing too major. We still don't have a cup yet. But what they did give us is Leandro Trossard Showdown. Now, of course, I had to complete him because if we beat Bayern, it goes up +2 from an 89 to a 91. But they also gave us a brand new Showdown Winners Evo, which gives 2 shooting and 2 physical. And so Leandro Trossard could genuinely have an outrageous card by the end of it. I already have a decent / very good Trossard. I kind of want to compare the two and see the differences, see who's better, who's what. And I actually did open, guys, all of my exchange packs. Even though it's only Team of the Weeks in packs right now, I find myself getting a lot of Team of the Weeks, and they're all 87+. And the Team of the Week upgrade as well is offering a lot of 87+s. And so with the 83x10s every day and such, I want to just make sure I keep my fodder game strong. So I've opened loads. I can build loads of player picks right now. We'll do that for the next episode. But I just want to show you kind of what I've got. What I'm going to be doing in general is opening everything that contains 83s and lower. I was going to save like basically everything, but okay, 83x10s will save, but you know, an 83x3 or an 83x2 I'll open. But we've got an 85x2, some 83x10s, these specific league packs, which I'll hold on to, an 85x10 from the season pass, 3 84x7s, and 82x11 FIGs. And we're just going to keep building every day and have ourselves a whole bunch of fun stuff. So I have completed Pellover. It is now going to be Kai Havertz that comes in here. He's the new guy to do. I've got just the rest of today to get his card up to 1,100 games, up to 7 wins. I need 5 more wins. So I'm going to grind out some champs, but you guys will see those tomorrow. And then Trossard, let's compare. Trossard versus Trossard. So the new Trossard has 1 more pace, Trivela plus, 2 more shooting, 2 more passing, 3 less dribbling, 8 more defending, 8 more physical. If we look at the attribute details, do you know what I need to do? I need to get rid of this one here. And we need to go here and we need to click on Trossard and have a look. So this is one thing that I found quite interesting. This 88 Trossard has got 97 acceleration, but only 82 sprint speed. The 89 Trossard is far more balanced. The 88 Trossard has definitely got less shooting across the board. The 88 Trossard has also got less passing across the board. Yep, all the way across the board. The 89 has got less dribbling, but 2 less agility, 3 less balance, 2 less reactions, 3 less ball control, 3 less dribbling, and 2 less composure. Defending, who cares? And then physical, he's got 10 more stamina and 11 more jumping, more strength and aggression. Obviously has the playstyle plus more. This one is where the 89 has whipped pass, first touch instead of press proven, which I actually don't know. I feel like actually press proven is probably a bit better to have. But of course, Trivela regular goes to Trivela plus. So we are going to play this one. He's going to go into the team instead of... damn, he actually could be good on that right-hand side, you know. He could be good on that right-hand side. Let's pop Kai Havertz there. Pop him in there. Pop Trossard. Oh, hold on. Oh, hold on. We're going to start it like this. You guys will see this gameplay, as I say, tomorrow. This Kolo Muani, by the way, guys, I have thoroughly enjoyed. I thought he was amazing. Let's get some more Arsenal players on the bench. We'll go over Ben White. Definitely not going to go over Mohamed El Neni, that's for sure. Thank God he's finished, though. We'll go with... Go with Eddie... Oh, no, I've already got an Eddie Nketiah. We'll pop Erdegaard on the bench as well. So, yeah, we'll play Kai Havertz up front. Trossard at right mid. Rosicky at centre mid instead this time. I don't have a defensive midfielder. That's the problem. No, Rosicky at centre mid with Havertz. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But either way, this is going to be the team. Now, the chem style I'm going to put on him, because I'm going to be playing him out on the wing, is going to be an engine. Got one left. Obviously, his passing isn't ideal, but he's got 5-star weak foot, which is great. He does end up getting 89 long pass, 99 curve, 91 short pass, 94 crossing, and 91 vision. A great upgrade to dribbling and a great upgrade to pace. Long ball pass, whip pass. Let's see how the team plays. But for today, that is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like rating. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. For now, guys, I'm out. Peace.